Let's talk gratitude. One of the things that many people misinterpret and misunderstand from coming to have abundance or success or having a good life in general is not being grateful enough for what they got. I want to tell you a story that was triggered again by this post. Recently in the Philippines, there was a big typhoon passing through, and one of my friends who lives in the typhoon destructed area actually posted this, and she said, "Bye-bye house, please ocean, leave my house alone," which made me emotional because I knew the backstory of this person, and made me figure out again during Christmas times, like, hey, this is something that we need to be grateful for. We need to be grateful for the fact that we might have a normal functioning house, a normal functioning government, a normal functioning tap, electricity, things that you might not even be thinking about every single day. So the story about this woman is if you are not aware, I used to live in the Philippines for quite some time, and there was a major typhoon called Haiyan or Yolanda, depending on how you call it, passing through the area where this woman lives and lived at that time. And as we were not affected, we and a couple of friends of mine strapped our motorcycles together and we started bringing over food and basic needs and, good mindset, good fun. And went there to their area to go surfing and to just check in how they were doing and how everything was going. And I was there, let's say, 2 months after. My friends were there earlier, were already with, straight up relief. And they told me some horrific stories. The same for this woman. I heard her story when she was explaining how a typhoon that literally, devastates a country and shows what you would see as, this is just a war zone you're going into. And that she was so resilient, so happy. She was still okay. They were scared of the ocean for a while, but they were happy after a couple of months to just go back to surfing and enjoy the ocean again, even though many of them were traumatized by what was going on. And let's make that a notion for ourselves. If we want to have any form of abundance, if we want to have any form of success in our life, one of the things that happens with is being grateful for what you have and being grateful for what you got and being grateful for what you're about to receive. And all these things are just super simple. You don't need to, have a fancy anything to be grateful for whatever you got. And it's easier to look at people below you or people who have a dire situation to be reminded again that you are potentially already very, 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 very wealthy in terms of what you have. And you have to stand still and take a moment. And I would say, starting off the new year or starting off whatever you watch this video, is take a habit. Make sure that every single day you ask yourself, what are you grateful for? And remind yourself of three things, three, depending on where you live, 3 things that you're grateful for, and put them out in the world. You can write this out in a journal if you wanted to. You can just keep it as a record for yourself. It depends on how you are willing to operate, but even just taking that moment to sit in stillness and share what you're grateful for and share for what you're grateful for potentially in the future. This is a little bit of a mindset trick that you could find more about in the work of Napoleon Hill or Bob Proctor, where you would set your gratitude for things that you're about to receive and see and feel and hear them as if they already happened. So you could be potentially manifesting things into your life by showing gratitude for something that might not even have happened yet. But even if not, just be grateful. I mean, there's lots of people around the world who potentially have a worse life than you, and there's lots of people around the world that would dream of the things that you might have laying around in your life. So take a moment, be grateful, and then do that on a daily basis, or maybe even twice a day. Go crazy. Because once you get still, you go into your heart, you enjoy the spoils of whatever you have, or you enjoy the gratitudes of the things that you have, you will see more to become grateful for come into your life. Peace out. Oh, and if you're asking yourself why my voice is so weird, I just had COVID.